I used to think that if I just stayed in bed for 8 hours, I'd won at sleep. Like it was a punch card system where time spent horizontal equaled energy the next day. We've all been told the same thing. Get your 8 hours. We obsess over the quantity. We track the minutes, we set the alarms, and we feel guilty if we only get 6. But here's the thing, sleep isn't a math problem. It's a biological rhythm. I recently dove into some work by Dr. Michael Bruce, the sleep doctor, and he pointed out something that changed how I look at my entire day. It's not about how much you sleep, it's about when and how. He's been a sleep specialist for 26 years, and his whole philosophy is built on disordered sleep. The tiny habits we have that mess up our quality without us realizing it. Today, I want to share the 3 shifts that actually move the needle on how you feel, starting with the genetic sleep code you didn't know you had. Most of us think we're just lazy in the morning or unproductive at night. But Bruce talks about chronotypes, your genetic sleep DNA. This isn't just early bird versus night owl, it's a specific hormonal schedule. There's a quiz you can take to find yours. I'll link it in the description below, but here's the breakdown of the 4 types. First, you have the lions. These are your high achievers who wake up at 5 a.m. with 0 effort. Their peak productivity is before noon, but by 9 p.m., they are completely fried. If a lion tries to have a productive late night session, they're just spinning their wheels. Then there are the bears. Most of the world is a bear. They follow the sun. They take a while to buffer in the morning and hit their stride between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The problem for bears isn't the sleep itself, it's the afternoon slump where they try to power through with sugar instead of a 20-minute reset. Then we have the wolves. These are the true night owls. If you're a wolf, forcing yourself to be on at an 8 a.m. meeting is like trying to run your car with no oil. Your brain doesn't actually start firing on all cylinders until 7 p.m. Society calls you lazy, but your biology is just shifted. Finally, we have the dolphins. These are the wired but tired sleepers. They're often light sleepers, highly intelligent, and prone to overthinking. For a dolphin, the goal isn't more hours, it's lowering the cortisol levels that keeps them in a state of half awake all night. But knowing your type is only half the battle. What happens when you're doing everything right, but you still find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m.? That's where the mental trap begins. We've all been there. You wake up, you see the clock says 3:14 a.m. and your brain immediately starts doing anxiety math. If I fall asleep right now, I'll get 3 hours and 46 minutes of sleep. That math is a hit of cortisol. It kills your sleep drive instantly. Here is what you need to implement tonight, the 20-minute rule. If you are lying there, you start to feel your heart rate climb up or your mind racing, get out of bed. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. If you stay in bed struggling, your brain starts to associate your mattress with stress instead of rest. Keep the lights low. Think candlelight vibes. Do not, under any circumstances, touch your phone. The blue light from the phone tells your brain it's morning and stays awake. Instead, go to a different room, sit on the couch, fold some laundry, or read a book. The more boring, the better. You aren't trying to get things done, you're just waiting for your sleep pressure to build back up. The moment you feel that heavy eyelid sensation return, that's your green light. Then you go back to bed. You'll find yourself drop off in minutes because you broke the stress cycle. Now let's talk about the afternoon slump. That 2 p.m. war where your brain feels like wet cement. Most people reach for a second or third coffee, but then they can't sleep at 10 p.m. The unique source here is the Nappuccino. It sounds like a gimmick, but the biology is rock solid. Find a window of 20 minutes. Drink a quick cup of black coffee or a shot of espresso. Don't linger over it. Then immediately set an alarm for 20 minutes and close your eyes. Caffeine takes exactly 20 to 25 minutes to pass through your digestive tract and hit your bloodstream. While you're napping, your brain is clearing out adenosine, which is the chemical that makes you feel drowsy. Just as the nap finishes clearing this trash out of your brain, the caffeine kickstarts the engine. You wake up without that groggy, "where am I" feeling. You're sharp, focused, and crucially, you haven't overloaded on caffeine so late that it ruins your actual night's sleep. It's the ultimate bridge to get you to the finish line of your day. At the end of the day, sleep is the lead domino. If it falls, everything else, your mood, your work, your relationships, falls with it. Stop counting the hours and start respecting the rhythm.